Finishing off my triology video series on modeling tips, I'd like to take you on this one here behind the scenes of a commercial campaign shoot I did back in May. As this one was shot on an international level, I'd like to take you through the challenges and highlights which come along on these kind of jobs. Within our industry, we like referring to them as the big jobs, simply because they usually involve long and multiple shooting days, traveling, stills and filming, diverse sets, locations, various looks, bigger and international production teams, but also involvement of other models or actors. Since this particular campaign was shot in a country so far away from home or any familiar production procedures, I've decided to share my experiences and impressions in this video. Shooting in the middle of Ramadan in Pakistan meant that 95% of the crew was fasting and the models had their call time at 4 a.m. Upon arrival, traditional catering and freshly prepped breakfast was given out. As I belong to the 5%, unfortunately, who could not fast or eat at 4 a.m., I realized later what a challenge it was to keep your energy going throughout the day. Once finished, the first look was done by several hair and makeup artists. Culturally, I learned that team size in Pakistan is huge. By that, I mean there can be up to 45 people on set. I learned with great fascination that the styling department works with classical tailors and vintage singer machines, which were, by the way, my absolute favorite. As there were 6 sets in total, each model and actor had their scenes to do individually before moving to group shots. One can say that overall the waiting game on commercials can be quite strong, so I recommend taking a book or a laptop with you in case you want to expand your horizon on topics meanwhile waiting. As the Pakistani culture is very relaxed and shy and emotional well-being is a priority, be ready to expect a lot of conversations, jokes, rest, even animal visits on set. Basically anything except robotic efficiency. Coming from Germany, this was probably one of the hardest challenges on a personal note. Like in most Islamic countries, Ramadan is taken very seriously to the extent that crew members did take it in turns for breaks in order to make their time for prayers. That determination was also super interesting to observe. My advice here is to relax and understand that each country and culture is different, and fully accept but also respect rules and regulations of the country you're shooting in. Exchanging thoughts and asking questions with other models or team members is definitely a great strategy to broaden your own horizon. Final advice is to check up cultural do's and don'ts before you travel for modeling. Being flexible and prepared for long hours is also a must. The very first shoot day on this particular commercial lasted for 22 hours. I mean, that's definitely one of the longest days I've ever worked in my entire career. So I guess staying hydrated, energized, and take appropriate breaks are definitely good tips. Always voice politely if you're uncomfortable doing something. Trust me, the team will appreciate it and give you appropriate rest. Looking back at the high energy, especially from our first AD and the director, is something I truly appreciated. It is a big task to keep 45 people motivated to work throughout, especially when it's Ramadan and they're fasting on an empty stomach. I really wanted to finish this video with expressing gratitude for such a warm welcome, for endless laughter and fun on set. I guess having my friend there by my side working along with me was double fortunate. Looking back at all the behind-the-scenes footage kind of makes me smile and feel happy, I guess because I feel blessed having had the chance to work in a country where partly my ethnic origins are.